Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 12 of Dire News. So today's episode is all about what's going on with my channel over the next couple weeks. As you guys are probably well aware of by now, Season 6 of my single player series has wrapped up. It started, what was that, like November of 2013, and here we are in October of 2014, so it almost went a full year. In that whole season 6, we did a lot of really cool stuff, and I really enjoyed playing that season, and I hope you guys liked it as much as I did. So with that said, season 6 is now done, and I'm sure a lot of people are interested in what's going to happen next. Well, we're going to cover that in today's episode of Dire News. So we're going to cover what's going to happen for the next couple weeks until the season 7 pack is ready, when we hope the season 7 pack will be ready, and when we'll be starting season 7. So until the Season 7 pack is ready, because it's not quite ready yet, it's currently in alpha. We'll get into some details in a minute. What am I going to be doing on the channel? Well, primarily I'll probably be working on the Forgecraft server and playing on the Crash Landing map. So we still got Crash Landing going on with Pahamar. We're having a lot of fun with that. Pahamar is a lot of fun to do co-op with, and I think him and I are doing a good job playing through that map. We're actually doing rather well, and I'm excited to kind of probably get that map finished up, not too soon, but relatively soon. We unfortunately won't be able to alternate days for the Crash Landing map because Pahamar is pretty busy with some real-life stuff going on right now, so we're going to stick to every 3 days on the Crash Landing map schedule, and then the other 2 days will be the Forgecraft server. So we'll have 2 Forgecraft episodes in a row, followed by a Crash Landing, followed by 2 Forgecraft episodes, followed by a Crash Landing. And that'll probably go on for at least a week or two until we get ready to start looking at starting Season 7 of the single-player series. So Season 7 of the single-player series should be hopefully starting within a week or two is what I would expect. I think at the absolute latest I would expect it to start at the end of October, but my goal is for it to start sooner. It's currently being alpha tested. If you guys follow me on Twitter, you've probably seen me retweeting and tweeting a few people who are kind of playing around with the pack at the moment and alpha testing it for us, which is great. We have a bunch of people live streaming it, so if you're interested in seeing what kind of stuff is in there. I haven't officially publicly announced the mod list yet, but it's probably easy to gather some of the new mods and stuff that I've added if you watch some of those streamers. I will be posting an official mod list pretty soon. As a matter of fact, there's a couple mods that I haven't fully decided whether or not I'm going to include them yet. I'm currently testing a few. We'll see, if they get added or not. There's a handful that I'm, debating adding and just testing out a bit to see how they'll fit within the pack. But, I mean, all the mods are pretty stable. The initial feedback from a lot of the testers is that things are running pretty smoothly. There's no really major game-breaking bugs, and the pack as a whole seems to be pretty fun, which is, pretty important for me. People are testing not only whether or not the pack is stable, but if it's also, fun for people to play with. So everybody probably wants to know when. I'm hoping, like I said, within the next couple weeks or at the latest by the end of October. So that's pretty much all there is to say about it. I mean, the pack's in testing. It's going to be out as soon as we can get it out for you guys. I just want to make sure it's nice and stable. The last thing I want to have happen is have, some people start worlds with the pack. Some people start off with some servers and start building out a big world and then run into some major game-breaking bug that, destroys or eats up their world or something. I don't think that's the case, but we just want to make sure and test it pretty thoroughly before we release it to the public for everyone to start playing with. I think we have all the testers we need at this point, so I know a lot of people would be interested in helping to test it. I think we're in pretty good shape. Hopefully it won't be too long before we're ready to release, and then we'll be starting up Season 7 of the Let's Play series. So obviously there's a bunch of mods that have been added to this pack. There's been a couple that have been removed from the Season 6 pack that either just didn't get updated or weren't terribly stable. There's a bunch that were added. There's a lot of updates to a lot of the existing mods. So I feel like Season 7 will be a very strong season just like 6 was, because there's going to be a lot of content to play with. We've added a good number of mods here. I think at least 6 or 7 mods, maybe even as many as 10, are being added, and they're all pretty major mods as well. So should be some pretty new and interesting designs. I've already started formulating a couple ideas on how I might build some nifty machines and a couple cool things I'd like to play with throughout this season. So with that, I think it's a good wrapping up point for episode 12 of Dire News. Hope you guys enjoyed Season 6. Like I said, Season 7 will be starting pretty soon on version 1.7.10 of Minecraft. It should be a lot of fun. For now, Direwolf20 signing off. Take it easy!